Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Let's Talk Antiques. And I got the antique guys here.
Well, good morning.
And some of them are young for being antiques. But anyway,
it gets
welcome,
closer all the
everybody.
time.
Well, it's kind of even, Howard.
I feel like an
Is it kind of even?
2 old guys, 2 young guys.
Oh, I keep forgetting Ronnie's young, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm very
He
young.
just looks old.
Oh, you know,
He just looks old, ain't he?
I'm fixing to turn 30. What? You believe that?
No,
Let's call it closer to 60.
I'm 39. You believe that?
I believe it.
No,
You tell me I believe it.
boy.
Well, the only one I ever knew that was 39 for his whole life was Jack Benny.
Jack Benny, yeah.
Yeah.
He is the only one.
Philip's saying, "Who's that?"
No, I know Jack Benny.
And Dick Clark, he's a teenager.
Yeah. Yeah, Dick Clark never grew old.
He's
did he?
America's.
Yeah, but he never claimed to be 39 the
No,
whole
no,
time.
No, he didn't.
He just never got old.
He just never admitted what age.
Yeah.
He never claimed
Neither
anything.
did Roy Rogers and Dale Evans for a long time, and then all of a sudden they got old.
Yeah,
Remember?
yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
Remember that.
Yeah,
Well,
Happy trails.
you got something to tell us, Philip?
Oh, okay.
yeah.
What is it?
You're
Yeah,
supposed
so-
to update us here.
Come on.
All right, so you're listening to us live now on Thunder Radio, and you can catch us later on Charter Channel 193 and Light Tube Channel 6. You can also find us on Facebook and YouTube, and please like, share, repeat, comment, and engage with us. We're
And
here.
call us if you
Yeah.
want to call
Yeah,
us.
you
talk
can even
to
call us too.
Yeah, what about that?
728-1320. How about
There
that?
you go. There you go. That just rolls right off your
Yeah,
tongue there, Hal.
sometimes when it ain't.
How many times have you said that, Howard?
Yeah, but
I wish I had a nickel for every time I
Yeah.
said it. I'd be rich.
you're already rich.
Yeah.
Hey, he became a millionaire watching people camp.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
I am working on my second million.
No, I don't
I
want to hear
gave
it.
up on the first one.
No,
Do you mean
No.
fifth or sixth?
that's
you
not
mean?
true.
That's-
You became a millionaire watching people camp,
Well, that's true.
and you charged them,
Of course.
and then you charged them to play games.
Yeah, I did that too.
And drink Cokes and eat chips.
Yeah. I don't know where this is going. Do you?
No.
It's going somewhere. though.
Yeah. Hey, what are we going to talk about today?
Well, we're going to talk about
Cat videos. No.
Yeah.
tell them what we're going to talk
Sorry,
about.
okay. We're going to talk about lithography in advertising.
Yeah, but
And how lithography has changed advertising over the
yeah,
years.
what really changed it though was the color when they discovered the color
yes.
Color
around
lithography
1890. Mm-hmm. So give them a
You want me to
brief
jump in?
history on it, but
of time.
so it originally started in the 1700s, mid 1700s.
Mm-hmm.
But the color part is what we want to talk about because that is what changed the footprint of America.
Yeah.
From toys, Howard, which you like, old
Yep,
toys.
I like toys.
You know, they had to print that metal before they stamped them.
Right.
And we're going to get into the advertisement part once he does a little bit of history.
Yeah. So lithography was invented around 1796 in Germany by an unknown Bavarian playwright who accidentally discovered a way to print unlimited copies of his scripts by writing the words in a greasy crayon on slabs of limestone and then printing them with rolled-on ink. Check that out.
How about that?
So, and through most of the 1800s, advertising in America was in its infancy, and manufacturers had few options to present their products to the American population. No radio, mail was unreliable, newspapers offered mundane options in black and white, and most companies produced generic goods of nondescript packaging, and Americans bought their own containers to fill in, to go take to the stores to fill in.
Right.
Advertising was transformed, though, in the 1880s and 1890s when a spectacular breakthrough in commercial advertising where companies were able to print color on their lithograph. This set the stage for the next 200 years when lithography was used to make advertising signs in many forms. Sorry, let me jump my page here.
Yeah, from wood to metal to paper.
Yeah.
They figured out how to get it done. And, you know, even today, Howard, if you was looking at an article, the black and white we're so used to reading the black and white that we don't really see it like we do when the color jumps out.
Right.
Like, for example, he's looking at a black and white story right now, but then all of a sudden, here's the camel soup shaped like a flag. Turn that. Can you turn that
You
to
can't
show
miss
Howard?
the flag.
Sure.
Now,
That
does
jumps
that
out
ca-
at you.
does that attract your eye just as soon
You
as
immediately go to the color.
Exactly.
Yes,
Yeah.
Right.
And that is what changed America, as far as the advertisement, as far as manufacturing. Mark's Toy Company made a fortune with those toys, with all those colors and
Yeah.
graphics.
Those
Yeah.
bright
The little
colored
guy
toys.
driving the car, you know.
Right.
No. Just think what a leap that playwright had to make. He said, now I'm going to take a greasy crayon and roll it on a rock and see how it looks.
And they don't even remember who he was.
Unknown Bavarian.
He's
Would've
not
said.
getting any credit for that.
No.
Well, think of what a leap he had to make to do that.
The new high color printing on paper process quickly gained in popularity with colorful and vibrant graphics printed on all types of signs. The new process offered up over 14 different colors. There you go.
What about that?
14
Well,
colors.
and in the early 1900s, I'm going to let you keep talking, but in the early 1900s, you got a good example of it. When they started putting a gold inlay in it, see that sign with the bird?
Yeah, there's a National Brewing Company has an eagle on top. Looks like a Budweiser actually thing, but it's not. And it's
You think
just a
Budweiser
beautiful.
stole that?
No, I would never accuse
Okay.
them of
You
that.
think the Anheuser-Busch or
They might sponsor. You never know.
They might be them early.
Okay. The more colors, the more graphics, the larger and more attention that they got. Companies producing alcohol, tobacco, firearms, farm machinery, and cola beverages embraced colored lithography, recognizing the potential to distinguish themselves from their competitors and become more successful. They hired the best artist and the best illustrator in the United States and took their pictures to the best lithographers in the United States, Eccles said, the guy. All of the really great signs, posters, and calendars were advertising these products, and those produced between 1880 and 1930 are considered the most desirable and valuable to collectors today.
Well, you know, on that color thing, there's several companies, or many companies, I should say, have chosen a color that they want all their advertising in. You know, maybe a yellow, they have what do you call
not
trademark that
Yeah.
color that they can only use that.
Well, think about it.
You know, like Coke.
Yeah,
Coca-Cola
Coke.
red.
What colors?
Well, you see the red and
And the
the
white.
white.
and the white.
And they use
Green.
yellow.
They
Yellow.
use green.
Now, we owned a campground. It was a KOA, Campgrounds of America, and they had their yellow. Everything is yellow, and it was a specific color. And if we had anything printed locally, we had to use that particular color, and it was.
It wasn't just like a plain Jane yellow. It was
No,
their tint of yellow.
So that all their across all their advertising, anything they did was a particular color,
And
and that's
your
true of a lot of companies. See,
Your letters were red, right? Yellow.
Yeah,
red on yellow.
Red on yellow.
Okay.
But it had to be a certain color. And, you know, you couldn't
Yes.
just use any yellow, so that the consistency, I guess, was what they were wanting.
Just like Coca-Cola, I'm finding out that's not just a red.
No, it's a
You know.
it's a special color,
Yeah.
and I think they even have it trademarked so that other people can't copy that red. You know, for instance, and so color really attract, like you said earlier when you showed the Campbell soup cans. You know,
Your eyes didn't go to the
you go-
story.
No, you go right to the color, and he said, "Oh, it must be something about Campbell soup." See?
There you go. Some good artists were hired too.
Oh yeah,
Manufacturers hired an artist to create an original painting that would best represent their product and would appeal to buyers of the area. Once it was completed, the company needed space in the piece of art to put their logo and their slogan, and that's where the illustrators came in. They were commissioned to do an illustration of the painting for the company, leaving room in the painting for the logo, slogan, or message. That didn't mean it wasn't art, but if they added information for the company, they were considered an illustrator, not an artist. Today, original illustrations bring a lot of money out. Some sell for $200,000 to $300,000,
Wow.
Yeah.
while some of the original paintings will bring even more money.
Now, look what a kick that advertising gave to the artists.
Yeah.
Much of the original advertising was directed toward men. Advertising signs reflected the lifestyle, dreams, and values of America at the time. While a lot of companies used children in advertising, including ads for tobacco and alcohol, the high dollar signs were generally the one depicting scantily clad women.
Coca-Cola used that quite a bit.
Yeah.
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 Let's see, there was a lot of nude women used in advertising signs, especially pieces designed to hang in saloons. Showtime.
Imagine that.
They've saloon signs have sold like that for $25,000, but by contrast, one with a child would expect about $1,000.
Why is that, Howard?
I don't know.
You're the man of the world. Tell us why.
Nah,
Philip, do you see the price of the Crockett advertising there with the little boy with a cigar in his mouth?
Yeah, there's a smoked Davy Crockett's the best 5-cent cigar. You're sure you're right? Then go ahead. And it's got a picture of, I think that's Davy Crockett. I don't think that's a kid.
Well, no,
just
there's
a
another
young
one
Davy
there. You'll
Crockett.
have to read that one.
Oh, okay.
You have to. It's up there in the
Let's see,
story.
what's the price?
And
Well,
it's
that one
really
sold for
interesting.
$33,000.
Well, check out the
one.
three ladies there now.
Yeah.
They have clothes on. So
Yeah.
They're not scantily clad.
It's well, Ferris Good Sense corsets is the sign for that. That's sold for $17,550.
Wow.
It's very nicely done, man. This there was I didn't realize that the printing of that quality went back that far.
listen, they had some serious quality, and like the
Yes.
gold, they'd work the gold inlay
Yeah.
in.
yeah.
Howard, are we getting close to paying the light
Oh,
bill?
we got about 4 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and actually, Ronnie, you were right. The picture that I was seeing there, which I just thought it was a young Davy Crockett. It says that it's actually a young boy. It's
Smoking a cigar?
smoking a cigar.
Oh,
A 5-cent one, Howard.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
That was like big money, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
big
can you
money.
imagine something like that today with the way?
No, that's what Ronnie and I were talking
Yeah.
about. You talking about politically
Well, they would not
incorrect?
let you do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another top seller recently at an auction was advertising sign for Campbell's Soup. The sign was originally withdrawn following consumer complaints that it disgraced the flag, and is now only one of 10 known to have survived, created circa 1900. It's a flag made out of Campbell's soup cans.
Yeah. Well, the cans are the
Are red
Are
and
the
white.
red and
yeah,
white.
red on the top and
Yeah.
white on the
Yeah.
bottom
Oh,
for
that
the stripes, and then they have 8 cans in the top left-hand corner
Yeah,
that are blue
give
with
me one of
stars
those
on
and
them.
I'll let them come and pick me.
yeah. How much that bring?
I lost my
$52,000.
$52,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Free shipping, Howard.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah.
There's a few more signs.
We have a Miller High Life here.
Can you get to page 23? I think.
1940 brought $2,500. And a National Brewing Company, circa 1905, that sold for $9,000.
Oh, okay. So Ronnie, you got them. So
Well,
what-
I've got these that are in
Oh,
the
okay.
story.
So that's what I've
Yeah.
got there.
Here's some other ones. Page 23.
That's where I'm at.
Oh, you're right there.
Yeah.
Okay. What's on the front there?
There's a nice one on the front.
No, I didn't.
We didn't do
no.
that.
Okay.
That's what he had me messed up, Howard. I thought he was doing the front and then the back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's backwards.
There's an automotive sign circa 1920. Republic staggered tread tires, and it shows a gosh, what kind of car is that, David?
An old car.
Like an old car. I'd say chitty chitty bang bang,
Bang,
style
yeah.
car.
Oh,
There
I
you go.
see.
Okay, two of them heading toward each other on a narrow mountain road, and it says Republic staggered tread tires. So that's the advertising for the good
We got
tires.
a call coming. It just came in. You want
Okay.
$31,350.
Oh my! Let's see.
Yeah, but we're going to tell you one a little higher than that after this call.
Okay. You're on Let's Talk Antiques.
Hey, good morning. This is Carol. Is David there?
Hi, Carol.
Hey, Carol.
Hi, Ronnie.
Hi.
And Philip. And I have a question for Howard.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Good.
Howard.
Yes, ma'am.
What was the first KOA in the United States? Where is it
Uh-oh.
located?
Well, I believe it was actually in Billings, Montana.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Good Lord, does Howard know
it,
everything
it was,
or what?
I think,
I thought I was going to stump you, darn it.
yeah,
Okay.
it was a Seattle World's Fair time. In the middle of nowhere in Billings, Montana.
I put my money on Howard anytime.
Well, I put my money on Carol.
Oh, yeah.
Carol knows what she's doing.
She tried,
yeah.
trying to get us in trouble.
Hey, Carol,
Uh,
call back and ask him another question. See if you can stump him. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
Bye-bye. All right.
All right. So, I know we got to go to pay a light bill, but real quick, Philip, tell them about that high dollar sign.
I got the Great Rock Island Route. It's a Chicago Rock Island
That's a
and
railroad.
Pacific Railroad. It's got, gosh, what is on the picture?
It's on
It's
reverse
like-
glass.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, say it's beautiful. It's got a train coming down the tracks with kids standing there
A
watching.
lot of gold.
Yeah, reverse glass advertising. The Rock Island Railroad, circa 1890, sold for $165,000.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, with
Wow.
that, let's pay a light bill.
Yeah, with that, we could pay the light bill.
yeah.
We'll
Several light bills.
Yeah, we'll be right back with more
Especially
Let's
this
Talk
time of year.
Antiques.
Hello, I'm Pick and Rick T from CFC, best place to get you used auto parts and all types of metals to repurpose for your needs. Just take a drive down 55, see this handsome guy, stop on by. Check out our computer for hundreds of autos to locate the make and the model of the part you need. $2 fee is all you pay. Sign in and get a hand stamp, it's good for all day. Bring in your tools, get the parts you need pulled, and use a wheelbarrow to lighten the load. Pay for your parts, prices you'll be fond of. Each part's price the same, Chevy or Honda. Get exchange warranty for 30 days too. Swap out the parts you don't need for the parts that you do. Happy pick.
The Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester has been voted as having the best hamburgers in Manchester. Hometown atmosphere, historical memorabilia, and of course those great burgers, salads, chicken, and so much more. It's the Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. Call in orders at 728-4452. You can also order at the convenient outdoor curb service. Hamburgers are made the old-fashioned way at the Jiffy Burger, Manchester's finest hamburgers. Open 7:30 until 9, Monday through Saturday.
All right, we're back.
Well, so we're talking advertisement.
Right.
So I'm going to ask you a question, Howard.
Okay.
Coca-Cola. Mm-hmm. They spend a lot of money on advertisement
Yes.
every year. Not just Coca-Cola.
Right.
Pepsi, all of them.
Oh, you mean all the soft drink companies?
Yeah. They all. Well,
Oh,
potato
yeah.
chip companies,
Yeah.
car companies,
Oh,
everybody.
right.
Okay, so what do you think the budget just for Coca-Cola was last year?
And I would say it would be in the billions.
You're
Say-
exactly right. It's 3.8 billion
Oh, my
worldwide,
Wow.
but they spent almost $1 billion in America.
My goodness.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh, you messed up my number there. Hang on a second.
Well, okay, well, just
I was going. I thought that was in just the United States.
Just
so,
change
yeah,
your
you messed-
3.8
you messed
to
my
one.
number.
do just the United States, 1 billion.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, it'll take me a second. Go ahead and go for back. to
Well,
that.
wouldn't that be about $3 a person?
Yeah. Well, about. But yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Is that quick enough on your math?
There you go. Yeah.
you know, each
okay.
person's going to spend more than $3.
Close enough
on
for government
Coke.
work.
Yeah.
$3 per person. Did you spend $3 last year on
I'll
Coca-Cola
spend that a
products?
day, and more than that a day.
All right. Well, there you go then.
Well,
Well,
And
here's
it's not
Pepsi.
just Coca-Cola. It's
Pepsi in
Coca-Cola products.
2017,
uh-huh.
2.4 billion.
My goodness.
Let's see here. What about Lay's potato chip? You know, it's part of PepsiCo.
Right.
100 million.
Hmm.
Hey, let me tell you an interesting fact about Lay's potato chips. So they have those variety packs,
Yeah.
and they figured out just to take 5 potato chips out of each one of those variety packs. You know how much that saved them?
Uh-uh.
Millions.
Well, yeah.
They made millions by taking 5 potato chips.
Well, you know, I saw one of the airlines or something did that. They took what an olive or something away from every.
I don't know.
When they passed out the drink or something, and
They
it
can-
saved them hundreds of thousands of dollars.
They can take an inch, take away.
Yeah,
you
they
know,
take an inch
of your leg room and add another 2 rows of seats or something. Man,
Is that right?
I flew up to Indianapolis.
Oh, it's terrible on airplanes
A couple of
anymore.
months ago. I flew up on some real inexpensive flight, and I flew back on Delta, and man, I got to stretch out, and I mean, it was amazing.
Well, I'll tell you how they can really save some, make more money. Won't they do like some of the trains where you have to, like, the
Stand up
subways-
and hold the
yeah,
strap.
Yeah.
like for short runs.
Yeah,
You know,
hey,
a 15 or 20 minute run. Just look how many people extra they could put in there.
There you go.
because they wouldn't have all the weight of the seats.
That's what
So I
you
mean,
know.
if they crash, you're going to die anyway. So that seatbelt's not going to.
on those.
Well, maybe
Well, what they
not,
could do
you
is have
know.
one giant seatbelt just to wrap around all
Right,
of you.
right.
Your pilot may land you in a river. You may not die.
Yeah.
Oh well, you drown.
Sully done it.
One of
Didn't
those
he?
Right,
military
that's what I'm
flights
talking
where they
about.
have the seats along the walls for you know.
Hey, I can remember riding in helicopters, standing on the runners. Hey,
Was
that's a whole other
that
story.
in Vietnam?
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Yeah, we
Hey.
we didn't sit.
Hey, do you like candy bars?
Oh, I love candy bars.
You know how much Mars spent last year just on advertisement?
No,
1.4 to 1.6 billion.
that's Mars. Now
With
they,
a
they
bee.
make a variety of
Yeah, they have a bunch of
different brands.
I don't
yeah.
even know. I reckon they're still. You reckon somebody's bought them out? Some big holding company? Or?
I don't. You know, I don't think so. And they're in my hometown, Cleveland, Tennessee.
I know,
has
I'm still eating their
has
products.
An M&M NARS plant. They make M&Ms and Twix bars. And when I was in high school, my drafting class toured the plant, and we got to grab Twix bars off the assembly line as they came out with hot chocolate.
Wow.
Oh man, it was the most
it good?
amazing Twix bar you've ever had in your life.
Hey, you talk about going through candy factories. Years ago, a long time ago, we went to Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Oh,
Went through the
yeah.
Hershey
Yeah.
plant, and we got a group of us with a tour guide, and we're down walking around the machines and watching the ladies and the men work, and saw the little candy kisses coming down the line and all
Yeah.
that. Went back there many years later. And we rode through on an like a little train overhead, all
Wow.
enclosed in glass, so you
Wow.
couldn't possibly contaminate
Contaminate.
anything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that first time, and like I say, that was way back.
Did you see the Hershey town? You know, the little
Oh,
town
the-
they built around it?
Well, you mean the city of Hershey?
Yes.
Yeah, it's really
Well,
neat.
Hershey built that.
Oh yeah, everything is Hershey
Yes.
there, and but the thing is, times have changed. From that first visit, where we actually could, if we wanted to, we could probably pick the candy bar up.
I was going to say, they suggested to us, and we were like, yeah, we'll take
That's
it.
FDA.
Then later
Rules
when
and
we went through it,
regulations.
you couldn't even. It was basically looking through windows as you rode through on a little like a train thing.
Well, nowadays they're
just
afraid somebody's going to poison a candy bar.
I
you
know. Times have changed.
You don't want to.
Well, I seen a story about bananas, where they said beware of bananas because somebody was injecting something in the end of them.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
Something. It was red, whatever the poison
Yeah.
was. But I mean, what's the odds of?
Yeah.
I think you'd leave a
Can't
trail
even eat a
along
banana.
if you were to try to do that. All right. Well, do you want to talk about the price? You can.
Yeah,
give
yeah,
your
we got off
the
autograph
track.
on-
Sorry about
But
that.
wait a minute, I want to ask you about the Hershey's.
Okay.
Did they when you going down the line? Did they only make the kisses there, or did they make the actual candy bars?
Oh, they made everything. The kisses. Was
how many
one line.
different lines did they have?
Oh my! It's been so long. I don't remember.
Do you remember
It was
how
a
long-
It was a big plant.
How long was the factory? You know.
I don't remember now.
Well, let's start out easy. What do you know about the candy?
I like
It
it.
tastes good.
Yeah, but you're talking.
Candy
you know,
good.
this.
Yeah, it tastes good. You can eat it.
See, Helen. That was probably about 1968. That tour. I think that was just before our daughter was born.
Can you believe
So times have changed, and then later we went back there. That was back. That would have been in the 80s or something like that. After the
It's
thing.
probably
with-
'86 when I went to the.
Yeah.
But
the
can you
plant.
believe how big the candy market is?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Oh,
I mean,
it's huge. And
yeah.
Now you do know one of the oldest continuous running candy companies went out of business recently.
Which
No.
one?
That was Necco.
Nico.
New England.
What did they
They
make?
made the little Necco bar, the little
Never had an Echo bar.
and they also made.
That's why they went out of business.
Yeah.
They were making Clark
No.
bars.
Well,
and,
now I know
Oh,
Clark
okay.
Bar.
There you go.
I'm trying to think what they're like little wafer candy in a roll. It was they were in Boston. It was where they were located in the Boston area, suburb of Boston, and they just recently, about a year or so ago, and it was the oldest continuous since way back in the 1800s or something, I think.
Well, we definitely know that Americans have a sweet tooth.
But we like our candy. We like our candy.
Yeah, we do.
And most of them are, I think, are in the conglomerate stage now. Like Mars makes
several different ones.
Yeah, and they used to be independent candy companies, but they were all purchased, all under one big umbrella.
Merged with others, yeah.
Do you remember the Big Time Candy Bar?
I do remember that.
Yeah. I wonder if it's still made.
I haven't seen it lately.
I don't know.
When I was growing up, that was a big deal, the Big Time Candy Bar.
Yeah.
I've got her daughter off at 4-H camp this week, and I told her that my favorite thing was to go to the canteen and buy whatchamacallit candy bars, and she was like, what? And I was like, a whatchamacallit. She was like, that's not a real thing. Yeah. I was like, I could not convince her that a whatchamacallit was a real candy bar.
Yes.
So that
they still are.
I think they're still available.
Oh, yeah,
but
they are. I buy them all the time, Phil.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
So that the candy bar company that you that you went to eBay, is that some of the stuff that they had?
Yeah, there's a little bit of stuff. There's
like what?
A vintage Necco 10.5-inch candy jar. It looks like a mason jar, a little bigger candy mason jar. $140. There's an old antique Necco Boston baked beans candy jar, Deco style, $94.01 for that.
Oh, Necco was made. They made the Valentine. Remember the little candy that was shaped like a heart?
Oh,
That's why this past year, because they just recently went out of business, there was a shortage of those, and they were on eBay. You could buy bags of them that had been produced before they shut down at an exorbitant price, so you could get Be My Valentine on your little candy.
Yeah.
Well, you remember that Hostess? Remember the Twinkies and all that? Remember when they must have
quit making those?
Yeah,
for
and then you seen them on eBay.
Yeah. Well, you didn't have to worry about those spoiling though.
Yeah,
they got so many preservatives.
Really?
You just raid some bomb shelters and get them out from the 50s.
Yeah.
So do you actually? What is that? A candy bar box there?
Here's a bar of Necco Sky candy bars, a full box for $62.
See?
Did you ever eat a Sky candy bar?
I don't remember that one.
I don't remember a Sky bar.
You, Ronnie?
I don't remember that one at all.
What's that jar full of?
That might be why they went out of business.
Necco candy jar art. It's filled with Neccos. It says, I think Neccos are those little round wafer.
Yeah, they were
short
like
things.
a little round wafer. They were about that round.
Almost
like in a tube?
Like a tube. And
like
they were
almost
wrapped,
an inch in diameter.
They were round and
thin,
wrapped in paper.
Powdery is how I would describe it.
They were pretty good.
They have chocolate on them?
I think they had several different flavors in
These
there.
are just more like Smarties kind of things.
No, Necco had been in business
$40
since
for a full thing.
1847.
Yeah, they were.
Who was?
Necco since
Oh, they was?
1847, yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, they were one of the oldest continuous candy companies.
That's a good looking jar.
Here's a Necco wafer tin sealed with candy inside of it. That only went for $18.
Yeah, I'm looking at them.
And here's another one of those glass barrel jars that, like the one that sold for $100, only sold for $10.50 on this one. So here's a vintage enameled Necco candy quarter. It's a lapel pinback. $13.44. So it drops off, but if you're holding on to some old Necco stuff, keep the bugs out of it and put it on eBay in 10 years.
Put it on eBay.
Well, since you're doing it, we got to take a break.
Whenever you got a stopping point here.
All right, let's just stop.
Oh, we've got one.
We can always stop.
Are we at a stop?
We can stop anytime we want.
Oh, okay. We'll be right back.
We're live.
Yeah, is this a living?
That's it.
Hello, I'm Pick and Rick T from CFC, best place to get you used auto parts and all types of metals to repurpose for your needs. Just take a drive down 55, see this handsome guy, stop on by. Check out our computer for hundreds of autos to locate the make and the model of the part you need. $2 fee is all you pay. Sign in and get a hand stamp, it's good for all day. Bring in your tools, get the parts you need pulled, and use a wheelbarrow to lighten the load. Pay for your parts, prices you'll be fond of. Each part's price the same, Chevy or Honda. Get exchange warranty for 30 days too. Swap out the parts you don't need for the parts that you do. Happy pick.
The Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester has been voted as having the best hamburgers in Manchester. Hometown atmosphere, historical memorabilia, and of course those great burgers, salads, chicken, and so much more. It's the Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. Call in orders at 728-4452. You can also order at the convenient outdoor curb service. Hamburgers are made the old-fashioned way at the Jiffy Burger, Manchester's finest hamburgers. Open 7:30 until 9, Monday through Saturday.
All right, back again. So what are we still looking up candy bars?
Well, yeah, but I think we ought to give equal time to Mars.
Oh, okay.
What do you think?
I'm all for that.
So what about Mars? Does it have anything to brag about?
I've got a M&M candy dispensers bundle. It's like it's like what you put pennies in and turn the thing.
Got another call.
$72.50 for one of those.
Ring the
Well,
call.
I thought I seen some $300 and $400 stuff. What happened to all that?
I'm
we got a call anyway. You be looking while we answer this
Yeah.
call.
I got the $300 and $400.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Yeah.
You're on Let's Talk Antiques.
This is Mildred. I'd like to know what happened to the BB bats suckers.
BB bats
To the BB bats?
suckers? Do you know?
Yeah, they were all flavored chocolate, strawberry,
Huh.
and vanilla.
I'm not familiar with that one.
Yeah, I don't know.
What was the name of them?
The BB bat.
Well, we're going to look that
They're
up.
looking it up over there with their computers.
Oh, we
Yeah.
found them.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to them, Ronnie?
Oldtimecandy.com. You can buy those at Old Time Candy here.
Hey, did you hear what Ronnie said? You can buy that.
There's tons of them online for sale.
Yeah, you can buy them at where at, Ronnie?
Oldtimecandy.com if you're looking online.
Yeah.
And Amazon's got them.
Hey, you can go to Amazon and get them.
They've got 4 assorted flavors in a 100-count box.
Wow, I never saw that one.
Hey,
Have you?
Good looking.
now we know where to get them.
Yeah, they got taffy flavors, 4 assorted taffy flavors.
So they're they're still
Taffy
around.
chews,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, did you like
Hey,
them?
Walmart's got them.
Is she still on the line?
No, she's gone.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
So
well-
Ronnie said you can get them at
Yeah,
Walmart?
Walmart has them.
Okay.
Walmart, really?
Oh, okay, I've got pictures of the suckers here, and I recognize these. Would
you think that lady just made that up or something?
No, I'd never heard of it by the name, but I recognize the package.
Oh, okay.
So they're 29 cents each. There you go.
Got
Okay.
somebody walking around looking for
All right, so back to M&M's. I've got a Mars an M&M 4-foot tall red character store candy display with tray, new in box and free shipping. They wanted $480 and took a best offer that was probably around $400.
That's pretty good to have a 4-foot tall M&M.
Yeah.
With legs and all.
What about that 62-ounce jar of M&M's there, Philip? You see that?
No, I haven't gotten down there.
I got a 62-ounce, and that's a plastic jar of M&M's. Brought $300 on a buy now.
Why did he do it?
I do not know.
Give us a description.
Well,
on
they were
that.
peanuts, you know.
Go to the description, Ronnie. Find out why.
They were peanut chocolate candy.
I got
Pantry size.
Yeah, go to the description. Let's see why they brought so much money.
I think 'cause somebody wanted them.
Maybe there's a peanut shortage.
Brand new, unused, unopened, undamaged item. See the listing.
It doesn't say anything
There's
special.
nothing special about these. It's just a jar of M&Ms.
Well, what?
$300. I'll sell them 62-ounce jars
Free
all day
shipping.
long for
So-
$300
So,
and give them free shipping.
so Philip's really good with math, Ronnie.
All right, let's go. Philip.
What's that jar?
What
of
is that
M&Ms?
per M?
I don't need-
62 ounce.
62-ounce jar, Philip. How many's in that
divide
jar?
that into 300.
I'd say it's about 750.
Is that right?
There you
Okay.
Close to 50 cents.
go. Prove me wrong.
Almost 50 cents. Ounce.
Yeah.
I've got a 1930s Curtis brand Baby Ruth candy bar.
I like Baby Ruth.
Baby Ruths are good.
Embossed metal sign. 48 bids, $375. So that was before
Yeah, back
Baby
when-
Ruth was bought out.
Yeah, that was a Curtis
So,
Candy Company.
so let's talk about the name. So I've heard different stories. I've heard that it was named after Babe Ruth, the baseball player, and then I heard that Baby Ruth was the owner of the company's little daughter.
Oh,
What have you heard on it?
I always thought it was Babe Ruth.
I heard the Babe Ruth story.
Well,
you know the
but-
baseball
Yeah.
player.
Baby Ruth.
but Baby,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
But the
so
Babe.
how did it come up with that name, Philip?
You give me like another 45 seconds.
Okay. Well, so
Slow internet today.
I've heard those two stories, Howard.
Probably
Because if they'd named it after Babe Ruth, think about it.
yeah, they
They'd
would
had to give him a royalty.
right.
Yeah.
More than
And Babe Ruth said he never got no royalty. You
More-
remember him saying that?
Yeah, more than likely it is the baby, the granddaughter,
Maybe.
Or the daughter?
or the daughter,
Ma-
and they were playing on the fact of Babe Ruth, the baseball
Yeah, that's
player.
it. I think that's
I think it was Babe Ruth to start with, and when it came time for a royalty check,
It was Baby
it
Ruth.
became Baby Ruth.
Could be.
That's what I think.
So what have you come up with?
Uh,
we give
I
you
don't-
45 seconds.
I don't have a definite answer, but I've got Curtis Candy Company was founded in 1916 near Chicago, wanting a more American-sounding name due to anti-German sentiment. Schneering named his company using his mother's maiden name of Curtis.
Uh-huh.
The first confectionery item was candy cake, later refashioned in 1920 as the log-shaped Baby Ruth. Their second confectionery item was a chocolate-covered peanut butter crunch Butterfinger,
Which is
introduced
a
in
good one.
1926.
I like
Oh,
Butterfingers. Do you?
Butterfingers
so
are good too.
Those are their only two famous ones.
Well,
so,
that's good
what
enough.
year was Babe Ruth playing ball?
Well, he was playing ball in 1916.
Okay, that says,
Yeah, I guess so.
They in 1920 they renamed their candy cake to Baby Ruth. So it seems a little.
Might have been a sneaky way of capitalizing on a famous
Well-
person's name without having to pay
I'm going to
anything.
stick with what I said.
Okay.
Babe Ruth said he didn't get no royalties, and the company owner said that he named it after his daughter. So I would say that too to save all them royalties.
Yeah, that's
Would-
true.
or no, I don't know. Would you tell a lie to save a royalty?
Probably.
Really? Which church do you go to?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to talk to your pastor.
It was claimed that the candy bar was named after President Grover Cleveland's daughter.
Okay,
Ruth,
there you go.
Ruth Cleveland.
Oh,
So
okay.
there you go. So you're invoking the president and going, no, it's not named after him. It's named after the president's daughter.
Yeah.
Come on.
Couldn't do
it
that
wasn't a-
today. It's too political.
So, Howard, it wasn't the president of the company. It was the president of the United States.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So the president part was right. We just
Yeah.
got the wrong one. Okay.
That's funny. I like that.
You know what?
You've thrown me. I have no idea where we're at in the show.
Well, I'll
now,
tell you
Dave.
where we're at.
I don't
Usually I
either.
can hang
Let's-
on, but today I have no idea.
You remember we're going to look up the color.
Oh, the
Well, now you
color
know that-
lithography. Yeah,
No,
that's
wait a
what
minute.
we're talking
Wait a
Hold
about.
on a
minute.
minute. Ronnie's got something. He's done found
we
something.
forgot about this one, and I knew this, but I forgot about this one.
All right, let's hear it.
Babe Ruth also decided to enter the candy business and licensed his name to the George H. Ruth Candy Company, which sought to register Ruth's Home Run Candy. You know, but I don't think his candy bar actually made it. It said the Curtis Candy Company sued for copyright infringement
Well, there you
and
go.
claimed the candy bar had not been named after the baseball star, but Ruth Cleveland's eldest daughter. There you
Yeah.
go. So, come on.
Wow, it all
He
comes
couldn't
around.
even
huh?
make his own candy bar work because of them.
Yeah, I think I've heard of that happening before, but you know, it's
Well, okay,
I
so
heard that story.
so this
before.
story originally we were all going to talk about how the color print changed America.
Well, you got to
Yeah.
remember.
But you know, I guess we're kind of on track because the candy bars had really nice looking covers.
They're
They are
bright,
good
colorful wrappers on
Hey.
them, you know.
By the way,
Yep. By the way,
now this is me and Howard. This
No.
is and Ronnie. I don't know. You're still too young. But you remember when you got the toys from the Japan, like the robots.
yeah.
And remember the box, how the robot looked so
Yes.
neat?
Oh, yeah.
Or the car looked like a...
Oh, they
I remember. But when you took it, when you
Right,
opened the box up,
graphics.
the car or the robot didn't match the picture on the box.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
But it sold that robot, sold that car.
Yeah, that
You-
kid
you
saw
don't
that
remember
box
that,
in
do
the
you?
store and wanted
I remember
it.
the idea.
Okay, you remember the idea.
So
It's kind of
Time
like
for
it's
a
kind of like
break.
today. You know, you see this thing as seen on TV, and so you buy one of them and you get home and it's not quite like what the one that was on TV.
Not like what you saw on TV.
Or all the wonderful things that it would do.
Yeah.
So when you get it, it don't do none of those wonderful things. Maybe one or two of the wonderful things.
Yeah.
And don't do it well.
But wait, there's
more.
No, you can get a second one for just an additional price.
Yeah.
Well, that's only for additional shipping, right?
Yeah.
You get it free, but
Yeah.
they'll charge you some more shipping.
And the
Yeah,
shipping-
about triple price.
Yeah, the shipping's more.
That might ought to start
funny.
going into sales.
We sound
There you
What do
go.
you want to bet he hasn't been in sales all his life?
So we better take one more break,
Yeah,
and we're not even going to get but just a few completed auctions.
I've only got 3 here anyway.
I've
No,
got
just
some.
kidding.
300. Go ahead, Howard.
Okay. We'll be.
We'll be right back.
You think so?
I
I
got
hope so.
got you covered.
Hello, I'm Pickin' Rick T from CFC, best place to get you used auto parts and all types of metals to repurpose for your needs. Just take a drive down 55, see this handsome guy, stop on by. Check out our computer for hundreds of autos to locate the make and the model of the part you need. $2 fee is all you pay. Sign in and get a hand stamp, it's good for all day. Bring in your tools, get the parts you need pulled, and use a wheelbarrow to lighten the load. Pay for your parts, prices you'll be fond of. Each part's price the same, Chevy or Honda. Get exchange warranty for 30 days too. Swap out the parts you don't need for the parts that you do. Happy pick.
The Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester has been voted as having the best hamburgers in Manchester. Hometown atmosphere, historical memorabilia, and of course those great burgers, salads, chicken, and so much more. It's the Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. Call in orders at 728-4452. You can also order at the convenient outdoor curb service. Hamburgers are made the old-fashioned way at the Jiffy Burger, Manchester's finest hamburgers. Open 7:30 until 9, Monday through Saturday.
All right, we're back here once more, and we got the show back under control.
We've got it back on
I
track
don't know.
We're
I don't
trying.
for now.
All right, before David starts us on something else, let me give at least one lithograph thing.
Okay.
Okay, here's the top selling one I've found here is a Salvador Dali breathing pneumatic armchair, authentic signed art lithograph. The best offer was $12,750 on that, so
Wow.
not bad.
Salvador Dali. Everybody
Yeah, it
knows
looks pretty
Salvador
odd,
Dali
yeah.
now.
Mark Chagall color lithograph, hand signed by somebody I can't pronounce.
Well, how much did it bring?
Well, they were asking 21,000, and it brought somewhere between that 10 and 12.
Okay.
So here's another Andy Warhol tattooed
there.
woman holding rose, 1955. This was 29 by 11. They wanted 15,000, and they got somewhere between the 12 and the 10.
Hey, by the way, Howard, remember I told you I had that Andy Warhol soup can I bought? And my poor wife, when I took that home, she said, surely you didn't pay that much for that soup can. But I like Andy Warhol. I like your soup cans. Go ahead.
I got a Jasper Johns. These are ale cans from 1975. It's a black and white lithograph, so but it brought $9,500 with
Wow.
free shipping and free returns even.
Oh, free return.
You could scan
Can't
it.
beat
and
free
send it
shipping.
back.
Copy it and send them back the copy.
Here's Yashimo Nara and Hishari Sugimoto. Now, see,
Whoa.
I can pronounce that, but not the last one.
That's
Lithograph.
got to be a Japanese guy, right?
Could be. And there's a girl standing in the foreground, and in the back there's a small white old style church. $6,500 was the buy now on that.
My goodness.
Now
Now these are one of a kind lithographs.
Well, usually
right?
numbered
you-
and signed.
no, they're-
Don't-
yeah,
but
the-
then don't they sometimes number them?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it ain't
They'll
gonna-
produce maybe 100.
Or 500.
Or 500.
Or 2,500.
Yeah, that's it. But then,
Or 150,000.
now, if you have a number 1, is that worth more, say, than number 50?
I would say if I was gonna save that kind of stuff, which I don't do that limited edition stuff.
Yeah.
I would want number 1.
Yeah, I would
But
think
have you ever seen anybody that had number 1? I
No,
figure the artist keeps number 1 or whatever.
I would think so. And then he'd give the first 10 or so to his buddies or his family, and then. But
Or his grandma
but
who
these are actually numbered items, right?
could have gave the first one to his grandma, the one that
Most-
paid for his art lessons or something.
I would want his original art,
Yeah,
not the one that went on it.
Not the
No.
lithograph.
That's
the,
what I
the
want.
I don't
original
want the one,
painting.
I don't
see.
want the one that went on it.
Hold it, guys. Phillips found
Okay.
something.
Uh-oh.
I've got a Pablo Picasso, untitled number 24, from Picasso D, 1916 to 1961. I don't know what that means. Roman, numbered 4, out of an extremely small edition of only 10. This hand-signed and numbered lithograph on paper at approximately 15-inch by 11-inch, framed size of approximately 22 by 18-inch. Gorgeous, comes with the original certificate of authenticity from the American Society of Appraisers. Not stock photos. This is the actual picture. Let's see. Yeah, the rest is just talking about who Pablo Picasso
What
was.
is it?
It is like, it's got eyebrows, 2 eyes, 2 dots for a nose, and has a little 1 line across for the mouth.
That's
That
remember I
sounds
told
like
you that.
Pablo.
There
Remember
you
I
go.
told you he did that a lot to
Yeah.
pay his bar tab.
Yeah, but
That's-
this is 8 by 15 or something
yeah,
like
but
that.
I
so-
bet you he.
He probably had a pad with him, like an art pad's about
Yeah.
that big. There
Yeah.
you go.
So here, so I owe you $25 on my
But
bar
this
tab.
is a numbered
Yeah,
litho.
4 of 10.
Number 4. Okay.
$5,165.
For something a
pretty
3-year-old
simple.
Show
probably.
Howard what it
Yeah,
looks like,
but
Let me see.
and show the public. They can see it on TV.
Yeah.
I've done better than that. I'm in the wrong business.
You know, I have a Picasso. I have a little 3 stick figures, and so when I brought it home, I always got stories to go with my stuff.
Yeah.
So when I brought it home, my 2 little granddaughters said, "Well, Papa, we could have done one better than that."
Yeah.
I also have one of a dove. You know, he did one with the face of a lady
Uh-huh.
and has the dove's wings and stuff. I have that too.
Cool.
Which that's another one of those bar tab things.
Yeah.
That when he died, you could have bought for $50.
Right.
Yeah, they're not too long ago, you could get on eBay and find things like that for less than $100.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I would think that would be forward.
the whole world is online
I mean,
now.
you know, they were
His
near,
signature will bring more than $100.
And we
near
got
the
another-
end of you know, right before he died, kind of stuff. He was just filling
Didn't he?
out.
Didn't he
stuff.
die around
Yeah.
73?
I don't
Yeah.
remember. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so I think
Hey,
and I didn't buy any of them because I was like, oh man, I can't
I-
afford $75 this week.
I
Well,
would. I wouldn't trust it.
You know what's making it higher? You know, we got so many more people online, and we got another 4 billion coming online in the next couple of years. You know, that's what's making stuff higher and higher and
Hey.
higher.
Yeah.
So, Philip didn't want me to do this, so I had Ronnie do it. You know remember the cigar boxes, the inside label,
Yeah.
how pretty they
Gorgeous
was.
art.
Right.
Gorgeous art.
Yeah. Well, so tell them about a few of those label prices.
I have a scarce cigar box lithographers. This is a sample label from Civil War skirmishes with Harper's Ferry, which was a very well-known battle of the Civil War. $750 on a buy it now, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, the colors are just bright and vivid, and you can
Put that
see,
next one, Ronnie.
make out everything. I have a Choice Pups original antique cigar box label art. Brought let's see what that brought. Somewhere between $273 and $750.
Yeah, they wanted
the best offer.
Yeah, they wanted
$700
$700
for it. Okay, we have another some cigar box labels framed. There's 2 of them here, a lot of 2. They had 11 bids, brought $273.
Yeah, but that there is got an Indian chief on one, and
and like a warrior on a horse on the other one.
yeah.
Riding a nice horse. Our brownie is Albert Minor Easton cigar box, 1910.
This is just the labels, you know.
Yeah.
The what's on the back, you know,
Yeah.
the back when you open it up. $275 with 1 bid. American Perfecto cigars, a sample inner cigar box label, $277 with 15
We're talking
bids.
about something that just fills in when you open your cigar box
Right,
up.
yeah.
You got with your
Yeah.
box of cigars,
Hey,
you know.
with that though, Ronnie, you know, it's getting close to the end of the show, and Philip wants the last word, so give us one more. We'll let Philip have it.
All right, Philip, you go.
Yeah.
No, you go ahead, Ronnie.
I'm done. I closed it.
We're gonna give you the
Phil's
last
got it.
word.
All right, so this is Salvador Dali original butterfly, not a lithograph. So this is an original Salvador Dali that just came up because it says not a lithograph. It is 6 inches by 9 inches from one of his sketchbooks, with certificate of authenticity. It's got it's a butterfly with like gold paint put on top of the butterfly, and I'm sure if you zoomed in, it might have a purpose for the gold paint. $6,825, which doesn't seem bad at all to me for a original Salvador Dali.
You get free shipping. But here's my problem with that, Philip.
Yeah.
You see where it says that certificate?
Yeah.
Anybody could print a
Yeah, I
certificate.
can
Okay,
print them all,
yeah.
all day long.
I'd want PSA or one of those.
Yeah.
To
One of the
Graded.
recognized.
Yeah.
Yes.
You contact them and make sure what kind of a certificate of authenticity
Well,
they have.
Well, if
I don't
they,
want-
if
they
they had
might
one
not-
of the if they
they
had
might
one of
not
the
understand.
well-known ones, they would be bragging about
Yeah,
to
but-
raise get better bids.
It might be somebody who just happened to get one and doesn't
be
know
about
the details.
Be about like me
Maybe.
saying,
Like me
"What do you
doesn't know
think?
who
Is this the
Salvador
real
Dali
deal?" And I
is.
sign it saying it's the real deal, and I come to find out it's not.
Maybe you ask me, is this an original? And I'd look at it and I'd say yes, and I'd give you a certificate because I think it is. But
What do you
it's
think
not.
about that?
Sounds great. I'll give you $6,000.
Okay, I'll take it.
Sign it
just
for him,
for
Howard.
just saying it's real.
There you go. All right. Well,
You got one more?
no, that's it. You gonna meet me out at Bonnaroo here in a little while, Dave?
No, they won't let me come out there.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been banned from Bonnaroo.
I forgot about that.
No, be honest
We don't
with
need
you.
to talk about that.
Jeff was at the house the other night, and he said, "I'll see you out there." So I guess he wants me to come out
Why
there,
don't you
right?
come out?
Okay.
Looks like that's about it for today, though, folks.
think so.
We better hang up here, and we'll see you next week for more Let's Talk Antiques. And no telling, we'll start out with a subject, but we probably won't stay.
Never
on.
know.
We'll
That's
talk
right.
about something for sure.
We'll see you. Bye bye.